Have you ever wondered what the future holds for our current currencies? As we step further into the 21st century, the world of finance continues to evolve at a rapid pace. We're seeing a significant shift towards digitalization, with online transactions becoming the norm rather than the exception. But there's another player making waves in the financial world: cryptocurrencies. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, these digital currencies are gaining traction and prompting us to rethink our understanding of money. But this leads us to a burning question. Will current currencies be abolished? Will the notes and coins we've been using for centuries become obsolete, replaced by digital counterparts? It's a fascinating thought, but one that doesn't have a simple answer. The future of money might be digital, but there are numerous factors at play that could shape this shift. The answer to this question is not as straightforward as it might seem. There are a number of reasons why some people believe that current currencies could be abolished. Firstly, we must consider the meteoric rise of cryptocurrencies. These digital assets like Bitcoin or Ethereum have been gaining traction and popularity for over a decade. They offer a level of decentralization and security that traditional money simply can't compete with. Transactions are made peer-to-peer, without the need for a central bank or governing body. This means they're not subject to the same regulations, which some view as a significant advantage. Cryptocurrencies also provide a level of accessibility not seen with traditional currencies. Anyone with an internet connection can make transactions regardless of their geographic location. This opens up opportunities for people in developing countries who may not have access to traditional banking systems. The inefficiencies of physical money are another argument for the abolition of current currencies. Cash and coins are cumbersome, expensive to produce, and vulnerable to theft. In contrast, digital transactions are instantaneous, cost-effective, and secure, not to mention the environmental impact of producing and disposing of physical money. The increasing globalization of finance is another key factor. We live in an interconnected world where cross-border transactions are commonplace. However, dealing with different currencies can be complex and costly. The adoption of a single digital currency could simplify these transactions, reducing costs and increasing efficiency. Furthermore, there's the issue of control. Central banks have a great deal of power over the economy, as they can manipulate the money supply to influence interest rates and inflation. Some argue that this system is flawed and that a decentralized currency could provide a more equitable distribution of wealth. However, it's important to remember that while these arguments are compelling, they do not tell the whole story. The abolition of current currencies is a complex issue with many factors to consider, and it's not something that will happen overnight. But as technology continues to evolve, it's certainly an intriguing possibility to ponder. Despite the arguments for abolition, there are equally compelling reasons why current currencies might not disappear. Let's delve into this a bit, shall we? First up is the necessity of physical money in certain economies. Not all regions or populations have the luxury of digital infrastructures. For some, physical cash is not only practical, but essential. It's a lifeline in areas where digital access is limited or non-existent. Therefore, the complete abolition of current currencies could inadvertently marginalize these communities even further. Next, we have the stability of current currencies. They've been around for centuries and have weathered countless economic storms. Current currencies provide a sense of security and stability that cryptocurrencies, with their notorious volatility, can't guarantee. When it comes to trust, longevity counts. And then there's the regulatory challenge. Cryptocurrencies operate in a largely unregulated environment, which can be a breeding ground for illicit activities. On the other hand, current currencies are subject to stringent regulations that help maintain economic stability and protect consumers. Finally, let's not forget that change is often met with resistance. The transition from physical to digital currency would require massive shifts in societal norms and behaviors. It's not something that can happen overnight. As you can see, the future of current currencies is far from certain. So, will our current currencies be abolished? The answer to that question is still up in the air. We've delved into the reasons why they might be, like the rise of digital currencies and the potential for a global economic overhaul. But we also explored why they might not be, touching on the societal and economic stability that traditional currencies provide. One thing is clear, however, the world of finance is changing rapidly, and the future of our currencies will undoubtedly be a part of that change.